In 1888, an old and very disheveled man who helped create the modern and the first German Reich spoke to the current, well, shall we say, current leader of Germany. Wilhelm II, the leader of Germany at the time, was speaking to the very man who did the most work to form Germany, a man named Otto von Bismarck. Bismarck did not like Wilhelm II. He thought Wilhelm was weak, and he thought that his leadership would lead the country to ruin. But he told Wilhelm two things. The first was that he said in 1888, he was quoted as saying, "The great European war will be started by some damn foolish thing in the Balkans." But before that, in 1890, and then later in 1894, he would tell Wilhelm II to his face, "Kaiser Wilhelm, your foolish policies will doom this country within 20 years, and the country will be thrown into a war that it cannot escape from." And he was right almost to the day. 1914 would be the greatest turning point for the modern world. At that time, most nations united to try to prevent war. Funny how things work out, huh? I'm Zaruk Windcaller, your guardian, your High Remembrancer, and your arbiter. And today, in the first ever history stream that I've ever done, we will be taking a look at the seminal tragedy, the greatest and most horrific event that has ever struck the 20th century, whose repercussions can still be felt to this day. Because everything that you know in the modern world can tie its origins back to World War I. The struggles of the Middle East, the uniting of the European Union, World War II, the Cold War, everything can tie itself back to World War I. And one man and his wife in a car on a street visiting a country that within it, most people liked him, but a few did not. And it's funny how one bullet could toll the death knell for millions. But I'm going to let the game explain that. So, sit back, relax, try to be comfortable as I explain just how destructive this entire event was to the world. Let us begin. This is the Great War, the Western Front. Viewer discretion is advised because this period of history was extremely graphic and destructive.
Never in history had a single shot so changed the fate of a continent. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie, Duchess of Hohenberg, are assassinated on a visit to Sarajevo, sparking a conflict that would engulf the world. One by one, the dominoes fall. The great empires, desperate for influence, are eager to tip the balance of power in their favor. Demanding retribution, Austria-Hungary declares war on Serbia, provoking Russia and Germany to stand on opposing sides. As war reaches France and Belgium, Britain honors its treaties and musters its forces. Europe is now at war. Countless thousands of professional and reservist soldiers would march toward their fate onto the Franco-Belgian border. It would be a conflict like none had seen before. Technology would change the landscape of war and the scale of violence in such a way as to usher in a new world. Within 4 months, gone were the cavalry charges and battle lines of old, now dominated by the thunder shock of artillery and the blistering hail of machine gun fire. This new reality would force entire armies to dig deep into the dirt and fortify their position with a line of trenches. The measure of victory now to be drawn in inches. Thus the Western Front was established. From the fields of Flanders to the borders of Switzerland, the great nations would make their stand. The fate of millions was now in the hands of a few.
Welcome. The Great War, as I said, was one of the greatest turning points, well, for the 20th century. In 4 or 5 years, the world would become a darker place. Millions of lives would be lost, and entire landscapes would go from green, lush farmland and valleys, homes and villages, to something that looked like it was a barren planet. Lines were drawn and would move at the scale of inches. Greater gains would cost more lives. Thousands upon thousands of men would be thrown upon the sacrificial altar of victory, and sometimes for nothing at all. At the Battle of the Somme in 1916, 80,000 British soldiers were killed in one day. At the Battle of Tannenberg on the Eastern Front, millions of Russian and German soldiers would die. At the Battle of Verdun, over 700,000 French and German forces would clash and die for 303 days of continuous battle. The war would see the evolution of technology. Cavalry charges were gone, instead replaced by human wave tactics, machine guns, artillery, tanks, aircraft, and, in most cases, horrific advancements, such as gas and chemical weapons, powerful siege artillery, bombers, and everything else. But we are going to be on the Western Front. The lines where the Belgians, the French, and the British would face off against the Germans. With that in mind, give me one moment. There are some things I need to do first. How's the volume, by the way? I want y'all to be able to hear the music a bit, but also be able to hear me. Also, a lot of here's the thing, I've turned on streamer mode, because this game does have streamer mode. I've turned it on because, unfortunately, as cool as a lot of the music is in this game, because a lot of it's historical. There's a lot of historical music from, like, the 20s and, like, the early, like, teens, like 1913, 14, and 15. There's a lot of cool music in here. But apparently, a lot of it's copyright. I don't know how you can do that over a century later, but apparently you can. So, yeah. So with that in mind, again, make yourselves comfortable. I hope the sound is all right, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, I have been practicing a bit before this, but first things first, who do we play as? The tutorial allows you to play as the Americans in 1918, but this game starts in 1914. So, who do we play as? Do we play as the Allied nations, which is Belgium, France, and England, along with the British colonies such as Canada, India? Or do we play as the Central Powers, which is mostly Germany in this case? I'm going to let y'all pick. Oh, I should mention, though, this game does follow the events of history, so even if we start in 1914, things will happen as history goes along. The Lusitania will still be sunk, you know, all that kind of stuff. The Battle of Verdun still happens. All that stuff is going to happen. So think carefully before you make this call. Anyway, let's see. Honestly, given what I've been practicing... Oh, Canada? Yes, Canada is in the Allied nations. Which, as I said, basically the Allied nations are Belgium, France, and then Britain and all of its colonies. So India, Canada, that kind of stuff. Though, if you're interested, we'll do it with them. So, here's the thing. The campaign starts in either December of 1914 or May of 1916. Now, how this works is I'll explain how the what the effects of the game are when we play it. But basically, if you start early in the game, in 1914, we will start right after the Christmas truce. The Miracle of the Marne has happened earlier in the year, so the Western Front has finally been established. The trenches are dug, there's no way to outflank each other. So we are starting in December of 1914, right before the new year. If we go to 1916, the war has been going on for 2 years at this point. Some changes have been made technologically, but the will of the people is weaker, because people were hoping it'd be a quick and bloody and painless war. Boy, that was a fucking joke. So, I think we'll play as the Allies to start. So, I am playing on trainee difficulty, and this is because, this game's hard. This game is hard. So, yeah. We will start here. The onset of war in August of 1914 was viewed with confidence by the peoples of Europe. Few imagined how long or disastrous a great war could be, and most believed the war was a necessity to defend against the might of their oppressors. Many had a sense of patriotism and positivity, and most believed the war would be over within a few months. By December, it had begun to set in that the war wouldn't be over anytime soon.
With the death of the Archduke, Europe is propelled into chaos. Nations honoring treaties and alliances forged years before.
Hey, Captain ZK, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. Make yourself at home. This is a history stream. We're going to be playing the Great War, Western Front, and I'm also going to be talking about the history of the events.
On the Western Front, nations
is this game like Hoi 4? Kind of, sorta. Sit back and you'll see. There actually is a little bit of Hoi 4, there are a few things that are Hoi 4-esque in this game. You'll see.
The Great War is about to begin.
General, sir, we have word from General Haig. The BEF have successfully crossed the channel and halted the German advance. But the Germans have established trenches along the northern crest. Machine guns and artillery barrages are proving far too lethal for open warfare. That and they have us trumped on heavy weaponry. Ours cannot stand up to their quantity, caliber, or range.
Our counter-offensive had them pushed back from the Marne. What of our efforts to encircle them?
They have the higher ground here, sir.
What of the French?
We have retaken the eastern tip of Chematitan, but further progress has been negligible. We are at an impasse out there, I'm afraid.
Send word to our men to entrench also.
Sir, I fear we may not have the experience for this type of warfare.
Have heavy artillery rushed over from England. We cannot risk another retreat like at Marne. It looks like we'll be settling in for the long haul. We must push back into Belgium. If we don't outflank the enemy, then we will be at a stalemate.
The voices are a bit quiet.
Thus the Western Front
Yeah,
was
I know.
established. From the fields of Flanders to the borders of Switzerland, the great nations would make their stand. The fate of millions was now in the hands of a few.
See, the problem is that the audio mixing for, like, voices is lower than everything else. As Germany pushed into Belgium and France, the Allies attempted to cut them off by pushing their forces north. Germany followed suit, each attempting to outflank the other in what was known as the Race to the Sea, a race neither side won. Blocked in both directions, the two factions dug in and tried to gain any ground that they could. In an unparalleled act of humanity, British and German soldiers agreed to a ceasefire on Christmas Day. Both sides entered no man's land to exchange gifts and start up a game of football. Others took the time to rest, repair their trenches, and recover the dead. This act of compassion was never to be repeated for the remainder of the war. Soon after the event, orders came down. Push forward, take new ground, defeat the enemy. Welcome to France, 1914. The front lines are as you see them. Also, I will go ahead and I'll change the audio levels, you're right, so let's see. There we go. That should help a little bit, I think. Right. So here's how this game works. There are 2 ways to win this game. The first, seize the enemy's capital, or the enemy's command center. For the Germans, that's Krosnock. Krosnock? Don't know how you say that. If you're playing as the Allies, defend Paris. And Calais. If Calais falls, the British will be out of the war, because they won't be able to send reinforcements over. If Paris falls, it's game over. But if we take Krosnock, the Germans are out. So, here's the front line. What do? Well, allow me to... let me... hold on. The music. Freaking... so loud. There. So, allow me to explain what's happened at this point in the war. Early on in the war, in 1914, it looked like the Germans were actually going to have the advantage. They pushed into Belgium, and they were very close to overturning the Allied flank. However, the miracle of the Marne occurred, where the French army used taxicabs, yes, taxicabs, to deliver their forces to the battlefield faster than the Germans could. This led to the miracle of the Marne on the river, and, well, led to the race to the sea, where now the lines are drawn. So, it's World War I. Win, which is not easy to do. First off, this up here, this is national will. If this hits 0, game over for your side. There are 2 ways, like I said, 2 ways to win. Take the capital, or bleed your enemy so white that the people don't want to fight anymore. To win, this involves, to do that involves winning great victories, taking territory, and, well, winning the war. As things stand right now, the Germans have the early advantage. Like that guy said in the opening, the Germans have not only better caliber guns and better equipment, but in a way, they also have more experience at this point. The French have drawn up all the forces they can, but they've got a long border to fill, a long line to fill. The British, along with the Canadians and the Indians, are here, but again, most of their forces are still coming from England. So, at the moment, the best thing we can do is hold out until we get better equipment. So, next, the research tree. You get research every turn, and research can be used for a variety of things. It's broken up into 5 categories. Intelligence, which is how you basically can spy on your enemy and find out what's going on in the land around you. Infantry, which makes your men more effective. Flight, which gives you access to airplanes. Trenches, which gives you access to defensive tools and offensive tools. Better trenches, mortar defenses, fucking gas weapons, because it's World War I and war crimes aren't a thing yet. Logistics, because, duh, it's logistics. Every good army needs good logistics. And finally, engineering, which gives you access to advanced weapons, tactics, and later on, tanks, if you can research them. Sorry, 6 categories. I said 5 because we've technically already filled 1 in. Or put 1 in there. My apologies. But yeah, basically, you research how you want. However, there's a catch. Basically, example, if you want tanks, you're basically not going to be putting resources into other stuff, because tanks take a lot of resources to get. Now, you start out with 1 research point every turn. Every turn is a month in this game. More research becomes available over time as both nations, all nations and both forces, both alliances, put more and more money into research and development. So this is kind of where the Hoi 4 influence is, where you can do all kinds of different research to make your guys better. And there's a bit more Hoi 4 influence on the grand strategy map here, but the main stuff is on the tactical battles, where you actually will go down onto the maps, build trenches, and fight battles. We'll get there. For now, I've got 3 research points. So we're going to put it into logistics, because duh. We're also going to put 1 into volunteers, which will give us a new unit, which will give us more units, basically. And then I'm going to put 1 into, let's see. I think we're going to go with infantry, which boosts our guys' health. There we go. Also, I just noticed that was really fucking loud. Oh, never mind. We're okay. So, we do have some reinforcements. Calais has 4 British... oh, I'm sorry. No, that's 7. God. Has 9 British infantry corps and 2 Indian infantry corps. They can be deployed anywhere on the battlefield or anywhere on the front. The French have raised 5 corps. Here's the problem. The Allies have this little thing called disunity of command. If allied nations, different units of allied nations are together, they suffer a morale penalty. Not from the soldiers, it's because the officers are literally at each other's throats on who should be in charge. The Germans don't have this problem, but we do. So we need to make sure we put our guys in the right area and make sure we don't, get ourselves killed. So, the British hold the northwestern flank. The French hold everything else. So for now, as you can see, we do have a protrusion here at Ypres. This is due to the first Battle of Ypres, where the Belgians, unwilling to let their land fall completely to the Germans, the Belgians flooded their own territory to drive back the Germans. So the Battle of Ypres was a Allied nation victory. There would be more battles of Ypres to follow. So, here's how this works. To capture a territory, you must win decisive battles there. This will remove a star from the battlefield. When both stars are gone, when all the stars are gone, you take the territory. But this is World War I. Great victories sometimes require pulling men away from certain areas to reinforce your attack. So you need to think about that before you do anything. We will talk about the history more when we get into a battle. For now, I'm thinking what we should do. The thing is, once we move these guys into position, they won't be ready to fight. They need to take a turn to get organized. So, we do have a protrusion here, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now. Instead, I'm going to send...
We have new orders. Move out!
I'm going to send 2 corps right there.
Stand by for orders. We're moving.
Send 2 corps right there to reinforce this position. And then after that, I believe we're going to divert the rest of them to probably to our first attacking location. Let me think. They don't really have any, protrusions to take advantage of at the moment. Perhaps... Okay, I've got an idea.
New orders incoming.
Ready yourselves. Get moving.
We'll transfer these men to Soissons, and we'll see if we can't do some damage at Laon. Not Leon, Laon. There was a battle here recently, which is represented by the fires that have been lit right here, which means there was a fight recently. So both these guys are suffering from low morale. We could fix that in time. Let's see, what do we got? French infantry and French elite infantry. All right. We'll send the elite infantry to Compagnie. I don't speak French, so I don't know how to say that. We'll send them there to reinforce that position. And the remaining units will go here to Chateau Thierry.
Attendez les ordres. En marche.
And yes, the men don't have walking animations. Instead, they just slide to the left, slide to the right, just to get to where they need to go. So, Soissons is going to be one of our main attack points. So we're going to build a supply depot here. This will ensure that we get more supplies when we're on the attack. What's this? Ah, demoralize them. An army is only as strong as the will of its men. Defeat enough of them, and not only do their replacements hesitate on the battlefield, but their potential replacements hesitate to sign up. So yes, we do have a mission. We have 5 months to basically defeat 10 German infantry companies. That will not be hard, I assure you. Men die in this game. Well, it's like World War I. Men die in droves. Like, uncomfortable levels of men die in this game very quickly. So we could attack, but we will only have 2 corps going into battle. And the enemy has 3. Not a good idea. So instead, we're going to wait. It should also be noted, when you take losses, it takes money It takes gold reserves to replace your losses. So you need to like make sure if you're going to go on the attack, you need to make sure that you're willing to absorb those losses. It's why historically in World War I, there were certain points of the year where battles were common, mostly the spring and sometimes the summer. But during the fall and the winter, offensives didn't happen very much. Cost too many lives, and you had to get all the supplies together. So that's how it's probably going to work. That's how it works in this game. We will have these grand offensives at certain points, but until then, we're going to launch small attacks here and there. How many years do I have to win? Same thing historically. It's December 1914. We have until November 1918. We have until the 11th hour of the 11th month of the we have until the 11th month of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, 11/11/11 of November 1918 to win. And each turn is a month. So we've basically put everything in a position. So I am going to put us I am going to set up a supply camp at Verdun because I do not want them to take that. So, that's it. It's January, the new year. As you can see, they've reinforced as well, all along the line. There's a lot of guys right there, so we need to, we do not have reinforcements. So, this actually ties into the historical events. France had already mobilized most of its army at the start of the war. Most of the people joining up after that were volunteers. The British would not start conscription until 1916. So because of that, to represent that in-game, you will not be able to recruit additional infantry corps until that period happens. So you cannot recruit British infantry until 1916. And as for the French, well, again, conscription. You have to wait. Yes, that is correct. Skyrim did come out at that point. Now, there are other ways to get more men. The other way is to use the recruitment and then trained reserves researches. But these cost research points that you could be using on other stuff. For now, I'm going to hold on to this research point. You never know what it might be useful for. So, let's see. I do not like how many guys are right there, and I do not like how many guys are right there. They basically grouped up a ton of guys. Now, we only have 2 corps here, so we might need to reposition some men. Right. It's January of 1915. Germany has purchased classified ads in local newspapers to warn citizens of potential danger when boarding ships bound to Europe, stating that any Allied ship with Britain will be fired upon and potentially destroyed. We urge our readers to use caution when planning a sea voyage at this time. That is correct. Unrestricted submarine warfare has started. This would turn out to be a very bad idea. Next. Heavy rain. Our trenches are constantly barraged by heavy field artillery, which destroys morale as well as lives. Destroy enemy heavy artillery and show our men that their lives matter. So if we take out 3 heavy artillery positions, we'll get some more supplies. That's actually worth it. So, for now, though, I need to pull some men off the line somewhere where the sectors are quiet. Let's see. Let's pull some men off of Ypres. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Time to go on a limited offensive. This should pull some men away from the battlefield. Right. We have quite the number of artillery to work with. That's good. We're going to need it. So, this is the tactical map where RTS style battles are fought. It's a little bit different than most RTSs though, as I'll show you. There we go. So, welcome to La Homme. As you can see, the war has basically just started, so we don't have a lot of defenses set up yet. all of these points right here are trenches. Basically, here's the seller to this game. This war is going to go on for a long time, and you will be fighting over the same patch of ground who knows how many times. This is important, because what they've done for this game is that the battlefield will constantly change and adapt to the decisions you make. Your trench defenses will remain even after a battle. So, for right now, we can't do anything extensive, but later on, like a few years into the game, we could come back here and the defenses could be drastically changed depending on how often we fought here. Also, this is not like a normal RTS where you can just print men. Not how it works. You have a limited number of supply. We've gone on the offensive, but they have an equal amount of supply to us. So we need to aim for a small objective. In this case, our small objective is Area X. You can actually see the dudes right there on the trench line, on the parapet, waiting for us. We're going to try to take this objective first. If we take that, we can get a foothold. From there, we can either, if we have the manpower, we can try to take objective Y, but more than likely that's not going to happen. So, let's get ready, shall we? First thing we're going to do is establish our own trench lines. Because, well, duh, they can counterattack, so... You want your, just like in real life, you want your trenches to be overlapping and being able to cover each other, and if possible, connected. Because your men are going to have to move from trench to trench. So, you know, better that they actually are not out in the open. God forbid. Don't, if you can help it, don't have your men out in the open. Men who were wandering out in the open in real life, historically, died. Died quite easily, I'm afraid. Because, again, snipers, artillery, machine guns, everything was watching the lines at all times. So, yeah, don't want to do that. We don't have any barbed wire or anything right now, but we do have emplacements that we can put down. So, we'll basically for now just have a few trenches here and there scattered about, and we'll connect a few of them. Let's see. Yep. Let's start connecting the trenches. And we're doing this, like I said, because you want your men to be able to move from trench to trench. If they have to get out of the trench, they're going to die. So better to move from trench to trench and avoid getting your head taken off. Or killed by an artillery shell. Or dying in a gas attack. Any number of things, really. Now, this does cost supply. So we have to, like, later on, we're going to have to be very conservative with what we do. Which is why we want these defenses to be as good as we can get. Because later on, things do get expensive, and it gets harder to do a lot of, like, in-depth stuff. So right now, since the war just started, we don't really have a lot of the big technological advancements yet. So most of it just breaks down into hurl artillery at target, then throw men at target, and hope that the men take said target. There we go. So all of our trenches are mostly connected. Hold on. There we go. Now, we can build emplacements, like machine gun positions, because, yeah, you don't want them rushing your lines, do you? Don't get attached. Most of your emplacements are probably not going to survive a battle. It's because the enemy does like to dump artillery on them, which, I mean, that's the right thing to do. So... There we go. Now, got our artillery in place. So we're also going to put down a barrage balloon, or sorry, an observation balloon, so I can see what they're up to. There we go. And finally, the big guns. Artillery. You start out with heavy and light artillery. Light artillery is good for suppression. It's good for it's fast. It recharges quickly. And it's designed to keep the enemy's heads down while you advance. Heavy artillery is designed to basically be... Do you see that position over there? I don't want to. That's heavy artillery. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread the artillery out so we can cover both flanks, basically. As you can all see, I prefer heavy artillery over light artillery. Now, we can start deploying men. You can deploy men when the battle starts, but it's best to deploy them beforehand because it's more expensive to deploy them during the battle. So...
Au rapport. Au rapport. Au rapport. Au rapport.
Because I don't know what they're going to throw at us, we're going to basically sporadically place men here and there. But since we're going on the offensive, I'm going to have to make sure that a lot of the forward positions, or at least, well, the rear positions, I mean, are, you know, equipped with men who can actually fight. So in this case, we're going to use the Gurkhas. And we're also going to use some Indian infantry.
Attendez les ordres. En position de tir.
ड्यूटी के लिए रिपोर्टिंग की जा रही है.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Oop, there we go.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Reinforcement report कर रही है.
All right, so we're ready. Let's begin. Yeah, if the people really knew the truth, the war would be stopped tomorrow. But of course they don't know, and they can't know. It should be noted that many people at the time in all the nations of the world did not know how bad the fighting was. They didn't see the casualty reports. Everything was heavily censored. So nobody knew how bad it was. The only way you were going to find out is if you got a letter from a soldier who was there. And it was bad. Very bad. Right. Let's put that barrage balloon up, shall we? Now, we can't see anything on the right flank, but we can see everything on the left. So what I'm going to do first,
On dirait qu'on arrive après la bataille.
because I don't want to risk getting jumped, we are going to put some men, fill some gaps over here on the left flank. And if the enemy does start counterattacking, we'll divert men. But for now, we'll be okay.
Préparez-vous à tirer.
Attention. Sur la ligne.
Attention.
All right, we'll leave them to that. Meanwhile, there's the enemy getting into position. You guys are going to have to go.
Be ready, boys. Ready, full barrage. We have our targets. Ready for fire orders.
So I do want to take out those machine gun positions first, because otherwise our men are going to get slaughtered.
Fire on that position. Set position. Check coordinates for barrage. The barrage. Team set ready. For barrage. Be ready, boys. Ready, full barrage. Fire all guns. Ready for fire orders. For barrage.
All right, that gun can't hit anything, but the others can. So, fire everything. This is a battle, yes. I should also point out, they didn't have to do this, but they animated the guns actually firing. Now, artillery does two things in this game. It does damage, of course, but it also suppresses targets. So, what happens is that when infantry are suppressed, they won't fire their weapons. So, what we need to do is, we not only need to take out these MGs, because without them, we're screwed. But once the MGs are down, we can we can fire on the infantry in positions so our guys can actually get closer. Because as you can see, it's a long way. It's a long way to run. So, gotta wait for my artillery to charge back up. They have to reload and clean the guns. Alright, are we ready now? Good.
Load them up. Load for area barrage. Set position.
I need to destroy these machine guns.
Check
It costs it costs supply to fire the artillery, but, well, I need it.
Start the barrage. Ready for fire orders. Full barrage. Fire all guns. Load them up.
There we go. Fire. Well, not clean them. Basically make sure they're ready to put in new rounds. Or shells. Alright, we got one. That's two. Now, you can always call in reinforcements, but you can't repair your emplacements. If they're gone until the next until you have another preparation phase. So once we take out that last MG right there, it'll just be the riflemen guarding this position. So speed things up a bit. I know, and again, it may seem like you might be thinking this is really slow and monotonous. Yeah, that is exactly what it was like in real life. 95% boredom, 5% abject terror. All right, the guns are ready.
Set position for barrage.
Flatten that MG.
Teams ready for area barrage. Be ready, boys. Fire on that position. Ready for fire orders. Check coordinates for barrage. Start the barrage. Load them up. Set for barrage. Fire all guns.
Yep, it's gone. Nice.
Set positions.
Now this means we can actually start getting our guys out of the trenches and get them ready for action. So
सानू नवे ऑर्डर मिले हैं था बच्चा नहीं पावेगी ऑर्डर गर्न ली स्ट्यान्ड बाइ रहो नयाँ अर्डरहरू आउँदै छन् हामीले यो स्थान होल्ड गर्नुपर्ने छ
So yeah, just like in real life, we now have to rush across no man's land and try to take the enemy's trenches. This, as weird as this is an art. Because if your timing is wrong with your artillery, your men are going to die. They need to get to this they need to get into these positions while the enemy is suppressed. If they don't, they die, and you lose a lot of men.
हमारे लिए नए अहकाम हैं कॉलम बनाओ सानू नवे ऑर्डर मिले हैं ऑर्डरहरुका लागि तयार रहनुहोस् तयार रहनुहोस्
All right. Wait for all the guns to be ready. Also, the enemy can shoot back at you with artillery, so we need to run.
ब्रासले जमिनको यो भाग चाहन्छ
All right, they're going. So now, time to start dropping artillery.
We have our targets. Be ready, boys. For barrage. Fire. Ready for fire orders. Area barrage. On that position. Load them up. Start the barrage. Set position. Check coordinates for barrage. All guns. We have our targets.
सावधान हामी यहाँ हो
Run! Run!
नवे ऑर्डर मिले हैं हमला गर्न लिए तयार कमान्ड के लिए खडे हो जाओ ऑर्डरहरुका लागि तयार हो जमिन होल्ड गर्छ फाल्टोमा जानुहोस् ऑर्डर गर्न लिए तयार रहनुहोस् आफ्नो ठाउँ लिनुहोस् ऑर्डरहरुका लागि तयार रहनुहोस् अपने आफ्नो तयार गरो हमला गर्न लिए तयार रहो सावधान हमला गर्न लिए तयार रहो
Now it's just a good old-fashioned trench raid.
अपने आप को तैयार रखिए तैयार रहनुहोस् आफ्नो ठाउँमा जानुहोस् तयार हो जाओ सिपाही सावधान अगाडि बढ्नुहोस् अर्डरहरुका लागि तयार रहनुहोस् नयाँ अर्डरहरु आउँदैछन् अर्डरहरुका लागि तयार रहनुहोस् लाइनमा तयार रहनुहोस्
And you can see not many of them made it. I need to get more men up here.
Au rapport, on est arrivé, on attend les ordres.
Teams ready.
सावधान आफ्नो ठाउँ लिनुहोस्
Isn't this what shotguns were built to do? Yes, but the Americans aren't here
On
yet.
a de nouveaux ordres. On a de nouveaux ordres. En marche. En avance.
Be ready, boys. Set for barrage. Ready for fire orders. Ready, full fire.
Platinum.
Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
We need time. We need to get in position.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
And since they're suppressed, our guys were able to get into the trenches. No, America didn't invent the shotgun, but it was the Americans who brought the shotgun with them to the trenches. I mean, the 1897 trench gun is called that for a reason. Also, yes, I apologize. The game just came out, so the AI is a little wonky. But yeah, we basically now have this position. So, we're going to go take that trench. Why are you idiots getting out? Oh, well. So now we leap in and we take the trench from them. And now that we basically have this area secure, this will start counting down. When it's done, we'll take the position. And this is literally how it goes. Take the positions, and if you have the numbers to keep pressing, then keep going. But if you've taken a lot of casualties, well, I'll show you. There is another option. If you're the attacking force and you've taken a lot of casualties and you don't want to keep pressing, there are alternatives to fighting. Oh, also, this is the command trench. This is where the headquarters is. Taking this is basically considered a huge part of the victory, and it also heavily demoralizes the enemy, if you can take it. Yay! And as you can see, the victory thing up here slid in our favor because we just took this position. Now, the AI is not stupid. They will try to take it back. If they're smart, they will try to take it back. So, don't be surprised if they do. So I'm actually going to move some of these guys up because this is another one of my reinforcement points right here. But it's white, so that means there's an enemy nearby. So I'm betting it's either artillery or there's some kind of area there. Some kind of spawn point. So we're going to move some guys up and see if we can see anything. If not, then I'll just start deploying more guys. But since we've taken this point, that means our flank is secure, so we can actually move these guys out of their trenches, and we can use them to reinforce the line. Also, I know this doesn't look like a lot of guys. This is a French infantry company. There are 225 men in there. So that means all four of these companies is basically almost 1,000 men. And y'all saw how quickly they just melt. Welcome to World War I. Also, we're going to switch to column formation so we can move faster. Column formation means your guys will march and run faster, but it also means if people start shooting at them or dropping artillery on them, they die a lot faster because they're so bunched up. So we're basically going to move up here. If we don't see anything, we'll hook right, and we'll see if we can't take the command trench. If we don't, then I'll call a ceasefire. And that's the other thing you can do in this game. If you're the attacker, and you take an objective, but you've taken a lot of losses, and you either think you can't or don't want to push further, you can call for a ceasefire. Basically, this asks the enemy, do you just want to call it here? Because, you know, you've lost people, you've lost ground, and I've lost people. Do you want to agree to a ceasefire? The AI does not have to say yes, but most of the time they do. The battle will end, and you have to accept the victory you have. So basically, it's basically double or nothing. Do you want to keep pressing, or do you want to stop? In this case, I want to at least see what they've got over here. And since we're flanking them, they can't shoot at us because the trenches are facing the wrong way. Let's take a look, shall we? Nothing there. Nothing. Aha! There's their artillery. We can do something about that. Oh, wait.
Tenez-vous prêts. Attention.
Contact.
Dispersez-vous. En position de tir.
Load them up. Prep for
On rend les armes,
barrage.
soldats.
Start the barrage.
Set
Load
positions.
for area barrage. Fire all guns.
Teams ready.
Check coordinates for barrage.
Ready, boys.
Hey, Jiraiya, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. Make yourselves at home. Make yourself at home. Drop everything on them. Nice, we might actually take this trench. All right, we got it. They're not going to let us keep it, but we got it. Because this also means our guys can throw grenades at the artillery and knock it out. I know you can't see it, but they're actually supposed to be trace lines. Light arty is your friend. In certain cases, yes. I prefer the heavy artillery, but yes, it is your friend if you know how to use it. But yeah, let's take out this heavy artillery. There we go. One destroyed heavy artillery battery. Now then, what was I doing? Oh, right. Making you guys go away.
Prep for barrage. Start the barrage.
Set positions.
Load for
Fire
area
all
barrage.
guns. Teams
Check
ready.
coordinates
We
for
have
barrage.
our targets.
Be ready, boys.
Set for barrage.
Ready for fire orders. Ready, full barrage. Fire on that position. Load them up. Prep for barrage. Barrage.
Drop everything. Just drop the sky on them. Okay, we're gonna need more men. I need more guys. So,
On a de nouveaux ordres. On tient.
On arrive après la bataille.
this is another reason why you want to take these points. Because we've captured this area, we can call in reinforcements closer to the battlefield. Oh, yep, I knew it. They're not gonna let us hold it. Here they come. Hey, Flippo99, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. Make yourself at home. Yeah, they're definitely not going to let us keep it. Then again, if you're going to throw conscripts at me, thanks. I'll hold on to it a little longer, I guess. But yeah, today is a history stream, Flippo. We are playing the Great War, Western Front. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the VTuber model. Thank you. It was made by the design was done by Fountain Stranger, but the model and the rigging was done by Amalthea VT. Her information's down in my About section. Have I unlocked Rolling Barrage yet? No, Jiraiya. I just started the campaign, so it's still 1914. It just turned 1915, and no, I have not unlocked Rolling Barrage yet. But I know it's. Oh God! Speaking of barrages, Jesus. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to fix that. Except I don't think my artillery will reach that far. We'll just have to do what we can, and yeah. That's a lot of dudes. They do not, they do not want me holding this trench. They're throwing everything at me.
Prep for barrage. Start the barrage.
Gonna have to slow them down. Welcome to World War I, where your victories are claimed by how many bodies you throw.
Fire all guns.
Yeah, that's not going to stop them. Yeah, they're going to take the trench back.
Tenez-vous prêts. Levez le drapeau blanc.
Yeah, they got it. They took it back. But that's okay.
Attention.
Fine, you want it that badly? That's fine. Go back. No, they did their job. They held the line long enough and, like, killed a number of guys, too. They fought off a few companies, so... But that's okay, because now that they're all grouped up right there, I'm just going to drop even more artillery on them, and I'm going to keep doing that until the timer runs out, because I have the supplies to spare, and these guys literally just grouped all their men together, so, oh well. Oh, wait, nope. It looks like they're pissed. They're actually coming to fight. All right. All right, square go. Let's go.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Position de tir. Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Oh, yeah, oh, God, they're throwing everything at me. Jesus, they took it personally. All right, well, so here's the problem. You've taken that personally, but, you see, you've made one fatal miscalculation. My guns are bigger, and I have more of them, and my guns actually hit where you're attacking. Let's see. Bye-bye. I need to get some more guys. Yeah, that's mine. I rightfully claim that from you. Give it back. Yeah, played the game early as the Central Powers in 1914. Quickly learned conscripts only serve to lower your troops' morale by having them die in their vicinity in a stiff breeze. Yeah? Yeah? The game does have a learning curve, but once you get it, you'll get it. And the other thing is, you have to be willing to make sacrifices. Your men are going to die. It's World War I. Death is certain. Are you just throwing... Are they throwing everything they've got left? You're... Okay, fine. You're the one suffering here, not me.
Fire! Ready for fire! Ready for fire on that position! Start the barrage! Load them up! Prep for barrage! Fire all set guns! Positions! Load for area barrage! We have our targets! Teams check ready! Coordinates for barrage! Fire!
Let him have it. Get in the trench. They're throwing like everything that got left. Why? I was just gonna let time run out, but I mean, I guess they knew I would just keep lobbing artillery at them, so they decided to actually make an attack. I mean, thanks, but you're literally sacrificing tons of men. Like, a lot of those units were elite infantry, and you just threw them like, I just cut them down like a scythe through wheat. I mean, okay, I have taken a good number of losses, but I can replace mine. You can't replace yours. Yeah, 50 seconds and then the battle's over. So, you gonna try again? No? Alright, well, in that case. You're not gonna try again. I'm just gonna dump artillery on the trench line. If there's anything there, then it's dead. If not, well, it's not a waste if it actually destroys stuff.
Teams ready. Fire! Be ready, boys. Check coordinates for on that position.
There we go. Best case is I knock out that artillery. And again, I reiterate, they did not have to animate the artillery firing, but I love that they did that. All right, that's going to be it. 5 seconds. So, hey, you guys want a ceasefire now? With 5 seconds left in the day? Yep, they do. Obviously. Battles in this war are won by inches, not miles. While this is not a complete victory, any progress which we make pushes the enemy back and reduces his will to fight. So now we get to see the losses. Oh, God. All right, so I killed, just to show you guys, I killed 6,000 of their men and destroyed 7 heavy artillery pieces. I also took one of their control points, took 3 trench emplacements out of commission, and won 7 trench raids. Meanwhile, they won 4 trench raids and killed 2,000 of my men. And remember how I said gold is needed to replace your losses? It'll take me 338 gold to replace all the men I lost. It'll take them over 1,000. So, woohoo! Victory. Sorta. Huzzah! Victory at the cost of over... What? At the cost of over 8,000 men. Yeah, Flippo. One of the problems is that I learned too when I was practicing is that you don't need the advanced trenches very early on. Normal trenches will be fine. And you want, rather than having, you want to have MG emplacements, but you also want to have your trenches overlap each other so they can cover each other. And this means that if, you know, your enemy's attacking, you could have 3, 4 trenches shooting at a unit and it'll wipe them out even faster. You also need to make sure your trenches are connected because, like you said, if your trenches get overrun, you want to be able to move guys from the back lines to the front lines quickly without getting out of the trench, because then they'll die. So, we just won that battle. Now, it wasn't a grand victory, so we didn't knock one of the stars off. However, they're now down to 5 core. And they've been, and they're kind of, morale's taken a big hit because, well, they just got their shit pushed in. So, guess what? We're gonna do it again. Get them. So, yeah, we're gonna go push their shit in again. So, with less men this time, but again, I'm mainly going for casualties on them at this point. They also won't fight as hard because they literally just fought a major battle and now they're exhausted. Fighting another one is going to wreak havoc on their morale. And yeah, Fleppo is right. The Germans early on mostly rely on German oh, new battlefield. Okay. So yeah, we attack from a different direction. Right. Okay. Well, there's the objective. Ooh, actually, no, I take that back. That one's really close to the command trench. Let's go over here instead. It's more ground to cover, but there's not nearly as much defenses here. It's just these 2 trench lines. So, yeah, we'll do that. In the meantime, let's get some defenses set up, because they're going to try something. They will. Who knows? If I keep playing this, I might actually break out my my Essential Guide to World War I and actually look how trenches were built and model my trenches after they were actually done. Okay, that should be enough, I think. On the middle, on the center, which why would you cross the center of no man's land? Again, I mainly just want to put trenches down. We'll connect them and do more extensive stuff later. Trenches can also be destroyed if they're bombarded by enough heavy artillery or later siege artillery, so keep that in mind. Only fully like highly upgraded, fully and highly upgraded trenches will survive survive siege artillery, and even then, not by a lot. So, again, not really worried about connecting them right now. We are going to need the artillery though, but first things first. I can't see that position over there, but I can see here. So, in case they get any ideas. There we go. We'll use the light artillery. This time we'll use the light artillery for suppression. Because I mainly want to show you guys how fast the light artillery shoots. But the heavy artillery is also going to be deployed. I'm going to put it right here in the middle so I can hit both areas. Well, mostly one area. Most of both areas. There we go. Okay. Now it's men. It's nothing but French units.
Renfort, prêt.
Au rapport. On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Mostly went with put conscripts in bad trenches in front without comms to delay. Good connected trenches with guns behind, wire in between. Probably works well if you don't need to spread about 600 supplies across 3 points. Yeah.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
And unfortunately, there's not a way for your conscripts to gain experience, so if they do survive, they become better units. Nope, they're literally just expendable fodder, basically.
Au rapport. Renfort, prêt. Renfort, au rapport, prêt. Renfort, prêt. On est arrivé. On est arrivé.
Now, I am on the attack here, so the majority of my forces are going to be concentrated over here.
On arrive après le bataille, on dirait.
All right, let's go. If they do start making a push from another direction, I've got heavy artillery set up, and I do have some of the trenches manned, so we can fight them off if we need to. So. All right. Let's raise that balloon up, see if they're getting any ideas. They're not. I don't see any conscripts over here, though. They're watching me, though. All right. Let's get these guys out and ready to move.
Attention, on y va.
On a de nouveaux ordres, en marche.
All right, while they're forming up. Ah, they extended the trenches a bit. Okay. Oh, shit! Okay, that's light artillery.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On a de nouveaux ordres.
All right, well, they're not gonna give us the time. Let's move. Column formation and move quick.
On tient cette position.
Just start fucking running. We need to cover this ground.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Meanwhile,
Rechargez pour le tir de barrage. On a nos cibles. Préparez-vous.
light artillery specializes in suppressing the enemy and doing minor damage. That's it. Thing is, I don't see any emplacements. So we'll just have to, probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up, and then we'll send one unit forward to scout, see what we find. Oh shit. Yeah, they're dropping it all on us.
Tenez-vous prêts. On doit tenir cette position.
All right, you guys are pretty hurt. Go take a look.
Attention.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On doit tenir cette position.
Aha, there's one.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Veut cette position.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take that out.
Établissez les positions. Commencez le barrage. Équipe, préparez-vous pour le barrage. Avec toute préparez-vous, rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Tir de barrage. On a nos cibles. Chargez l'artillerie, les obus légers. Établissez les positions pour le tir de barrage.
Okay. Go! Go, 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 go!
Attendez les ordres. On tient cette position. Mettez-vous en position.
Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Of course they're occupied.
On rend les armes, soldats.
On capitule.
Tenez-vous prêts.
All right, so we've got a ton of elite infantry. All right. And they're dropping artillery all over me. All right, hold on. Right. So we're gonna need more guys.
Tenez-vous prêts. Cette position est à nous.
Attention, on tient cette position. Cette position est à nous.
Attention.
Let's go.
On doit tenir cette position.
Équipe prête. Ordre de tir de barrage.
Commencez
le
le
barrage.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Tirez avec toute l'artillerie.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
Go, 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 go!
On a de nouveaux ordres. Le commandement veut
Get in the
cette
trench.
position.
I don't care if you're under attack. Get in the fucking trenches.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Get in the trenches while we got time. Hurry.
Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Chargez l'artillerie. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Établissez les positions. Pilonnez cette
On
position.
rend les armes, soldats.
Équipe prête. Établissez le barrage. Commencez le barrage.
Attention. D'abord sur une ligne.
Come on, come on.
On a de nouveaux positions de tir.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Tir de barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. On a nos cibles. Chargez l'artillerie.
On capitule.
Cherchez pour le tir de barrage.
Feu, on capitule.
Okay, we've got the trenches. I need men up here now.
Levez le drapeau blanc. On capitule.
We're not gonna hold them, but I need more men.
On dirait qu'on arrive après la bataille.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait. Au rapport, renfort, au
Au
rapport.
rapport.
I'm looking forward to seeing how not to suck. You're in the wrong place then. Look, I just like military history, so all of the stuff I know is basically stuff from the history books, and the history books have basically told me that, this whole conflict sucked because people were willing to throw men's lives away like they were nothing. So,
Tir de barrage sur cette position. Préparez-vous, soldats.
anyway, I'm just going to keep dropping light artillery on them to keep them suppressed. Oh, wait, the heavy artillery's ready. Okay.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
Flatten that MG.
Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Chargez l'artillerie.
Donnell, you see that MG? Yes, mon capitaine. I don't want to. Yes, mon capitaine.
Pilonnez cette position.
Fucking flatten it. There we go.
Attendez les
All right,
ordres.
move,
accélère.
move, move, move.
En marche. On avance.
Move, move, move.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En marche.
Établissez les obus légers. Commencez le barrage. Équipe prête.
Commencez le barrage.
Toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous, soldats. Ordre de tir de barrage donné. On a nos cibles.
Tenez-vous prêts. Mettez-vous en position. Attention, préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Attendez les ordres. En position de tir.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
Attendez les ordres. On avance.
Get in the trenches. Go, go, go.
Levez le drapeau blanc.
Tenez-vous prêts. Mettez-vous en position. Attention. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Tenez-vous prêts. On y va.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir.
Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Levez le drapeau blanc.
Attention.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Why are you idiots hesitating? Get over there! I told you to go take that trench.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, there are some problems with the AI. As you can see, it likes to get bunched up on everything and not do what it's told. So,
Attendez les ordres.
alright, now please follow the trench line and just go get them. Thank you.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Le commandement veut cette
Got it.
position.
Attention, préparez-vous à tirer.
Position taken, but they, like before, they will counterattack. So we need to get up on these lines and reinforce them. Where are you idiots going? Why are you running that way?
Tenez-vous prêts. Mettez-vous en position.
This one, idiots. Idiot.
On a de nouveaux ordres sur la ligne.
Okay, good. So, trust us, we know a shortcut. I mean, that's Switzerland's main defense. Switzerland has such narrow passes that it can basically hold off entire, like, monstrous amounts of men and material with the right pass. Alright, good. We now have a reinforcement point. So we can bring in more men.
Renfort au rapport.
Not only closer to the front, but now
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de
I've taken my objective, so now I'm gonna make let's see. I don't know how you say good morning in French. So good morning, Germans. He goes like, the Lord has allowed us to live in another day, and I'm about to make it your problem.
Feu.
Feu.
Établissez le barrage. Établissez les positions. Lancez le barrage. Équipe prête. Tir de barrage sur cette position.
Attention.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Okay, you guys
Sur la ligne.
take that trench.
On a de nouveaux
You
ordres.
guys
Préparez-vous sur la
go
ligne.
take that one.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
I'm kind of surprised they're just sitting there and taking it.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Oh, well.
Tir de barrage ordonné. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
Oh yeah, bonjour.
Chargez l'artillerie. Recherchez pour le tir de barrage.
See if we can take out that observation balloon. There he goes. Did I just use three batteries of light artillery to take out a balloon? Yes. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. Also, I saw some dudes squirming along up here, so... Ah, yes, they've abandoned their trenches, so they're probably going to try and launch a counterattack against me. Good. The fools. I'm ready for them.
Établissez les positions.
As long as we can see them soon enough, I can drop heavy artillery on them.
Équipe prête.
Light artillery, too, so... Let's see, for now, though...
Préparez-vous, soldats. Préparez-vous pour le barrage.
Oh, wait, I see them. There they are. Okay, I'm not stupid. There is no way you're just sending... Hold on. No. There's no way you're sending one thing of elite infantry. Nuh-uh, no. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Pilonnez cette position. Tir de barrage. Lancez le barrage.
I'm willing to bet they're moving through the trees. So let's drop some light artillery right there. Feu! Yep, there they are. Oh, that's a lot of them, actually.
Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. On a nos cibles. Préparez-vous, soldats. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Préparez-vous à recevoir les armes de tir. Cette position.
Let him have it. Good God, look at them all. It's like a swarm of ants. All right, light artillery, please stop them, or at least slow them down.
Rechargez pour le tir de barrage.
Good God. The trees are speaking German. Guten Tag. Fire! Fire! If they're out of the trench, shoot them. Okay. Well, I'm certainly not going to let you keep this. So,
Préparez un barrage total.
yeah.
On a nos cibles. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir pour le barrage.
Oh, okay. Get out of the trench. Okay, sure. Stand up. Why not? See, this is why you don't stand up in the trench. Or get out of the trench, for that matter. Alright, boys. Well...
Attendez les ordres. Tenez-vous prêts. Attention.
Get him. Oh God, here come more of them.
Chargez l'artillerie. Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Établissez les positions. Les coordonnées pour le barrage. Position.
God, they're just throwing everything at me. Are they that desperate to hold the position? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but still. At this rate, the casualties are mostly like, are basically a trade. He's done, yeah, he's done damage to me. I mean, they've done damage to me, but like, I've killed and like, again, I was on the attack. I should have taken way more casualties, but now we're probably evened out at this point. Oh, no, it's because, I can tell you why, Fleppo. It's because the French infantry cost less. A French infantryman costs 6 supply to deploy. They are the cheapest infantry, and that is because of the French ability. Remember, it's their turf. It's like, their ability is, it's their homeland, so they can deploy for less. So that's why. They weren't cheating, they were just throwing a flood of Frenchmen at you because, well, they're cheap.
Tenez-vous prêts. Sur une ligne. Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne.
All right, boys. Let's reinforce these positions with some better, with some full companies. Get healthy troops on the firing line in case they come back, because they're probably going to come back. They may not, though. They might have run out. Yeah, they literally emptied their trench line here. Granted, that doesn't mean the emplacements are gone. There could still be an MG nest, but...
Tenez-vous prêts.
Let's go take a look.
On y va.
I can spare one company of infantry to take a look. Because, again, with the barrage balloon, I should be able to see that. And I don't see anything. So, they literally emptied their trenches to make an attack on me. So...
Allez, on accélère.
Move faster, boys, if you don't mind. There is a war going on. Huh. Well, if they're just going to give me the position, that's nice, but I can't hold this one. If they do let me take it, I'm calling for a ceasefire because they'll easily take it back. I don't have the men to spare.
Attention. Sur la ligne.
Oh, no.
Veut cette position.
That's an MG. Wait. It's not even deployed in the right spot. What? Oh, yeah, it is. Get in the trench. Get in. Good job, boys. Okay, so, yeah, if you're just going to let me take this, okay. They're probably not, but it'd be funny if they did. And I'm not going to fire at that MG because I want to save my artillery in case they want to try something else. But if we could take both positions, that's a great victory because we literally just took 2 key points. Anyway, while we're waiting, let's talk history for a minute. The entire reason World War I happened was because all the great powers of Europe had alliances or negotiated deals with each other. Hello, Fountain Stranger. So.
Show love 100 hello babe tilde hype love 1 Zaruk George Zaruk hype.
So, to give an example, I think, what's his name? I think, oh gosh, what's the name of the guy who did History of the World? I don't remember his, or History of Japan. Bill Wirtz. Bill Wirtz put it best. He goes like, Britain and France are trying to kick Germany's ass because Germany's trying to kick Russia's ass, and Russia's trying to kick Austria's ass because Austria's trying to kick Serbia's ass because someone from Serbia shot the leader of Austria's ass. No, wait, he actually shot him in the head. That's literally what it boils down to. All of these nations had deals with one another that basically made them allied with each other in case something happened. But it's a little more complicated than that, too. I should mention that, so, to give an example, when Austria-Hungary basically wanted to investigate Archduke Franz Ferdinand's assassination, Serbia agreed to the, to every point, except they would not let Austrian troops enter Serbian territory during the investigation. The Austrians, incensed and very pissed off about this, basically said that they were going to invade and, fight Serbia. And they went to Germany saying, hey, can we do that? To which the Germans were like, okay, sure, but be quick about it. Because the Germans figured that if the Austrians were to act immediately, I'm going to call for a ceasefire, by the way. The thing is, if the Austria-Hungary had acted immediately and gone in and, attacked Serbia right then and there, nobody in Europe would have cared. Because literally, the Archduke just got assassinated. Nobody in Europe would care. If they would be like, yeah, no, that's a good idea. They should have the right to get pissed about that. But the thing is, Austria-Hungary waited and waited and waited. And by the time they finally got around to it, 3 months later, Germany was like, why did you wait? Not only are the Russians mobilizing, but you don't have the support of the populace anymore. Most of Europe has seen what the Serbians have said that they're willing to do to negotiate. You have no backing anymore. Why did you wait? And so it just went on and on and on. Just a comedy of errors, basically. Tragic errors, but a comedy of errors nonetheless. Anyway, another major victory. It's not a grand victory, though, so we don't get to take, So unfortunately, we don't get to knock off any of the stars here. But we did do some damage. We did a lot of damage to their national will. But, again, we didn't move the line forward. So, oh well. My most successful offensive at Verdun. Oh, dear. Well, then. Had a feeling this was going to happen. So, yeah, they're attacking with that massive force at Noyon, and they're attacking Compagnie. However, I predicted this, which is why I transferred over that elite infantry. We're going to have to do our best to hold our ground on this one. Am I going to be able to stop them? No. Most likely no. But at least I can bleed them enough that they consider calling a ceasefire. And remember, they need a grand victory to knock off one of the defensive stars. So even if it's a loss, if I inflict enough casualties, they'll think twice about it. But yeah, the entire, like, I also want to tell y'all this. There were so many times World War I could have been avoided. But again, it was a comedy, a tragedy and a comedy of errors. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And eventually, I think it could be summarized by when the German ambassador goes to speak to Sazonov, the representative of Russia. And he tells him, basically, the ambassador tells Sazonov, will you please call off Russia's general mobilization? Because if Russia mobilizes, all the other powers are going to go to war. And Sazonov tells him he can't. The ambassador then tells him, for God's sakes, there will be no winner in this war. It will be the end of the monarchies. Please call off the mobilization. Sazonov tells him he can't, and the answer is no. The man then falls on his knees and tells him, if you do this, millions will die. I beg of you, and all that is good and decent in the world, call off the mobilization. And Sazonov tells him no. And so, the ambassador then stands, and with a dejected and horrific look on his face says, then, it is my pleasure to inform you, sir, that we are now at war. And he hands him a piece of paper, basically with Germany's declaration of war. The man then tells Sazonov that he can't believe he's going back after this, and he doesn't know how he's going to be able to pack his things and go home. Sazonov kindly offers to send someone to help him pack, and a month later, 1 million men are dead. That's just how destructive the war was. 1 month killed 1 million people. To put that into perspective for you guys, the entire COVID pandemic killed over 1 million people all over the world. The Holocaust killed 6 million Jewish people in over a decade. This war killed 1 million men in a month. It was that destructive. So, yeah. Well, this is not good. Never been here before, so the defenses are non-existent. So we'll have to make do with what we got. Right. Well, I don't know where they're going to attack from, so we're just going to have to make do. Probably the best thing is I'll just put down some interlocking trenches that can cover each other. Because at the end of the day, if they can cover each other, they can stop the, if they can cover each other or at least fill gaps, then we can, then we don't have to worry about getting overrun too much. But more than likely, they are going to overrun us. They've got 5 or 6, they have 7 corps. We have 2, or no, we have 4. So we are heavily outnumbered. Right. I am going to need artillery. I can't field a lot of it, though, because I need to save a lot of the points for men. There we go. So, let's see. I'm also not... Well, okay, we'll connect the front trenches. Because, like, those are going to get overrun first. Let's see. There we go. That'll have to do. Well. Hope for the best. Prepare for the worst. I also don't know which direction they're going to launch their attack from.
Renfort, prêt.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
On est arrivé.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
So the best we can do is just spread out.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait. On dirait qu'on arrive après la bataille.
And wherever they attack, we can divert
Au
reinforcements.
rapport. Renfort, au rapport.
Au rapport.
Renfort, prêt.
Renfort prêt. On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Yeah, that'll have to do. And wherever they attack, I'll move reinforcements. Yes, that is correct, Flippo. The Miracle at the Marne, as it was called, was basically what stopped the Germans from fully encircling the Allied flank, and it's what led to the race to the sea with the trenches. And it's the battle that's famous because the French loaded their men into taxis and drove them to the front lines. But yeah, there were no trenches yet. It was just mobile warfare with men in formation, machine guns, and heavy artillery. So thousands upon thousands of men were dying. All right, and now we wait. Like I said, 95% boredom, 5% abject terror. I am going to call up some elites.
Renfort, au rapport.
So they can fill gaps in case they open up.
Attention. En position de tir. On arrive après le bataille, on dirait. Renfort prêt.
There.
Attention. En position de tir. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
We're spread out really thin. I don't know where they're going to attack us from. Again, the best we can do is hope for a ceasefire. Like, we can, because I don't have a lot of supply to call in reinforcements, so we need to make this count. River's completely frozen. During the springtime, the river is actually an obstacle that'll slow people down. But right now... Okay, they got a barrage balloon up in the center, so they might launch a direct attack on me. Maybe.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Where are they? They're grouping their men together. That's what they're doing. The AI does take time to mass its men before it throws them at you. It doesn't attack piecemeal. It launches waves. So... if I knew where they were, I could launch a spoiling barrage and just drop some artillery on them as they gathered up, but I don't know where they are. I mean, if they just want to wait 17 minutes... Oh, there they are.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Tenez-vous prêts. On tire la ligne.
All right, here they come.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres entamés pour le barrage. On a nos cibles.
Get in the trench, get in the trench, get in the trench. Oh yeah, this is a massive attack. Here they come.
Chargez l'artillerie. Établissez le barrage. Feu.
Défendez cette position. On est arrivé. On attend les ordres. Attention. En position de tir. C'est perdu.
All right, that was the first wave. We're still trying to take these positions.
C'est perdu.
Why? Why get out of the trench? Okay.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer. Mettez-vous en position. On a de nouveaux ordres.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
They'll send more. We need to get these positions refilled. Quickly. Oh, yeah, here they come. Another wave.
Attendez, préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Établissez les positions. Un barrage total. Équipe, préparez-vous pour le barrage. Pilonnez cette position. Préparez-vous, soldats. Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Commencez le barrage. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres donnés pour le barrage.
Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
I need to pull men from other trenches. Oh yeah, they got the manpower to spare. They're attacking another part of the line.
C'est trop. Retraite.
Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position. C'est trop. Retraite.
Ouch. This is getting costly. I need to pull some men from the right. Do I have any to spare? Yeah. You guys.
Attendez les
Move,
ordres. Tenir cette
move,
position.
move.
Le commandement veut cette position. Marche rapide. On tient.
It could work with the razor wire, but the thing is you have to unlock razor wire, and not to mention, like, when you unlock heavy artillery and tanks can just blow barbed wire and razor wire away. So.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Oh boy. Speaking of getting blown away, here they come.
Tenez-vous prêts.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Move to a new
Mettez-vous en
position.
position. Chargez l'artillerie. Établissez le barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Établissez les positions. Un barrage total. On a nos cibles. Équipe, prêt. Préparez-vous pour le barrage.
Oh yeah, they're dropping everything on us to keep us from shooting.
On arrive après la bataille. On se replie.
Alright, that's it. I have no more supplies to call in
Attention.
reinforcements. This is all we've got.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On tient cette position. On a de nouveaux
So
ordres.
we're gonna have to
Position
pull
est à
guys
nous.
from the line and
On doit
hope
tenir cette
and
position.
pray that we can get a ceasefire.
On a de nouveaux ordres. De tir. C'est trop. On tient cette position. Attendez les ordres. Cette position est à nous. Mettez-vous en position.
It's taking you guys so long. Oh, right.
Tenez-vous prêts. Serrez les rangs. Attention. En colonne. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Move. You're veterans. Or elite. Run. I need you over here now.
Attendez les ordres. On y va. On doit y aller.
On se replie. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Oh, God. Enough. Here they come again. Good grief. I need time to get my lines in order. I can't, like, I'm pulling guys from all over to stem the tide here.
Attendez les ordres. On tient. Serrez les rangs.
Tenez-vous prêts. Le commandement veut cette position.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Yeah, I can't use my artillery. I'm out of supply. We're just gonna have to hold them with what we got.
Attention. En position de tir.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne.
Right flank's basically gone.
Attention. En position de tir. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Stop running and firing. Get in the trench.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Perdu. Mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous
Move
à
to take
tirer.
that trench.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
On se replie.
We pushed them back. They can't have many reserves left. No, I think they've got plenty.
C'est perdu.
They probably got a lot, honestly, if they were able to attack both points of the line. Yeah, because here comes another wave. Yeah, they've got the numbers. They can do this. God, am I going to have to pull men, like, right off the... Yeah?
On a de nouveaux ordres. Tiens.
I just got to keep pulling guys off the line. I don't have any more men.
Position est à nous.
Attendez les ordres.
Attention! Sur une ligne!
Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position. Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
C'est trop. Retraite.
Yeah, they basically overrun the right flank. Do I have anyone else?
Tenez-vous
Yeah,
prêts.
come
On
on.
doit tenir
You guys are
cette
it,
position.
too. Let's go.
Rassemblez-vous. Le commandement veut cette position. On tient. On tient cette position.
Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres.
One thing that does annoy me is that apparently they can't turn around and fire. Like, they have to be charging right at the fire point of your trench. Like, trenches go both ways. You can turn around in them. Come on, mouse. There we go. Let's go. Move,
On
move,
a de
move.
nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne. Attendez les ordres. En position de tir.
Cette position!
Yeah, I know. They're taking the objective. I'm working on it.
Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres. Cette position est à nous. On doit tenir cette position.
On a de nouveaux ordres!
What are you doing? Get your asses in a trench. Move. Guys just standing out in the open waiting to get shot.
Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous à tirer.
À couvert.
Why are you running like that? The trenches are connected. Oh well.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On tient.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les ordres. Le commandement veut cette
Okay.
position.
Let's keep it moving.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
We're not going to be able to hold that anymore. Because I just don't have the manpower. I keep getting swamped.
C'est trop. Retraite.
Where are they getting all these veterans from? That's what I want to know. I don't have that many. Where are they getting them all from? Well, okay, that's actually easy answer. All starting in World War I, majority of the German army were professionals. So a lot of them probably had experience from the Franco-Prussian War. So
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Attention.
Attendez les ordres. Dispersez-vous sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position. Dispersez-vous. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Attention.
here they come again.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les ordres. Sur la ligne.
Yeah, I got no guys left. Oh, this good God, 90 veterans? Jesus! A little excessive, but again, excessive, but historically accurate. So, yeah, they've got this. They've got this location. I can't hold this one anymore. So,
On a de nouveaux ordres. On doit tenir cette position. Mettez-vous en position.
see if we can't get over here and try to reinforce some of these areas.
On tient cette position.
On a perdu le
En
position.
position de tir.
If they were to call a ceasefire right now, it would still be a minor victory for me because I killed a lot of their guys and they didn't take a lot of land. But
On a de nouveaux ordres.
I doubt they're going to
Préparez-vous
do
sur la
that.
ligne.
They're probably going to keep moving.
Attention. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Best thing to do now is just
Attendez les
Oh,
ordres.
no, they're calling. Okay, yes, I'll take it. This is basically a minor victory for me because I killed so many of them. Just means I have to reinforce this area. Or no, it's a stalemate. That's fine too. Jesus! I hesitate to call this a stalemate. I killed 12,000. You killed 47. You basically killed 4,800. I killed 3 times the amount of people you did, and I can replace my guys with about 700 gold. You're gonna need close to 2,000. Jeez. All right, fine. Stalemate. And yeah, I know like half of that 12,000 were conscripts, but even so. It just means we'll have to reinforce this area. Ah, I knew they'd try this. Yeah, I can't win this one. So we're going to I can't win this one, so we're going to auto-resolve it. Yeah, it's a major loss. All right, that's fine. Oh, for Pete's sake. Yeah, they're trying again. From this location. Yeah. Yep, that's a great loss, so they take one of the stars. Alright, recruitment at home is continuing to support the war effort. New infantry corps are now ready for battle at our staging grounds. Thank God. About time. Alright, so we got French infantry corps. Move them to Saint-Méhol? Or however you say that.
Attention.
I don't speak French. Get over there. Reinforce that position. Meanwhile,
Attention!
a new British infantry corps showed up. We're going to deploy them to Compagnie. Yes, the British don't get along with the French, but I need men. So, let's see. Speaking of which, let's get a supply thing set up there and one set up over here. Now then, research. Let's see. Let's go with... Can we get more? Nope, we need a storage building first. So... Not yet. Let's focus on this. So let's go with efficient heavy artillery. So now the heavy artillery fires faster. Always a good thing. Nice. So, like before, we're going to go back on the offensive. So, I want to take this. If I can take this location right here, that'll force these guys to focus on me rather than over here. British blockade. Soon after the war began, the powerful British Royal Navy blockaded Germany in an attempt to prevent supplies from reaching the Central Powers nations. This included continuous patrolling, capturing, intercepting, or confiscating ships in ports, and also mine laying in international waters to prevent all travel. More than 400,000 deaths from starvation and disease are estimated to have been caused by the blockade. The aggressive tactics also affected neutral and allied nations who were not safe from the mines. That is true. It's also one of the reasons that led to both commerce raiding later and also the Battle of Jutland. Which is basically which is where all the dreadnoughts, which is the only big naval battle of World War I. That event every time, no matter what. Yep. Yeah, because that's because, Flippo, every event is historically based. So exactly when the event happens historically is when it'll trigger. Rate, research, makeshift filters. So, for example, in 1917, like 2 years into the game, when the Russians drop out of the war, the Germans will get access to like 50 divisions of men. So they'll get a huge flux of men that they can use for offensives. So let's see. I'm going to go on the offensive, so let's see. Do I want to attack there or... Hold on. 5 core, 2 core. Yeah, no, we want to do damage, so let's attack. Well, No. Let's, yeah, we do want to attack. We want to push back the line, so let's attack here. Yep. Allies don't seem to have... No, they don't. Again, the Allies early on play catch-up when it comes to, like, technology, tactics, weaponry. They play catch-up. Come middle of the war, everything will be balanced and will slowly begin to lean in the Allies' favor. But, like, late war period, things will start to shift back and forth. The British and the French will take monumental losses. The Russians will drop out of the war, and the Germans will bring in a huge supply of reinforcements, but that's also when the Americans get involved. So, yeah. So, with that in mind... we're back here again. See, we're going on the offensive again. Wait, where are all my trench lines? Like, I built trench defenses last time. Where are they? I thought... you guys said that the trenches would, Oh, wait. These are, like, basic trenches. Of course, they don't last. At least I don't think they do. Anyway. I'm not really worried about the trenches and everything because I'm going on the offensive here, so... I can still build some lines, though. Just in case. Alright. So, first things first. Heavy artillery, like before. That's all of the artillery I have. I'm going to flatten these guys.
Renfort, prêt.
Renfort,
on est arrivé. On attend les ordres. On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Au rapport.
On dirait qu'on arrive après la bataille.
Renfort, au rapport. On est arrivé.
Au rapport.
On attend les ordres.
Renfort, au rapport.
On arrive après la bataille,
Renfort,
on
prêt.
dirait.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Yep. And now a barrage balloon so I can at least see what I'm up against. Or at least over here anyway. Because if they pull out of their trenches, then I know what they're doing. There we go. Let's go. We are ready, and the sooner it comes, the better for us. Helmut von Moltke. Fun fact! This is Moltke the Younger. The elder von Moltke was the one who led the Prussians to victory over the French in 1895. His son did not inherit any of his tactical skill. Alright. Put that balloon up. See what I can see. Mostly infantry. Few MG. One MG position. Well, that won't help you. Alright, like before, boys.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On y va.
On tient cette position. Attendez les ordres, on doit y aller.
Préparez-vous
probably
à
put a few
recevoir
shells
les ordres de
downrange,
tir.
though.
Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Chargez l'artillerie, les coordonnées pour le barrage. Établissez les positions. Établissez le barrage. Commencez le barrage. Équipe, prête. Préparez un barrage total.
Wait, are you guys attacking? Why? Okay.
Tenez-vous prêts, préparez-vous
I think they're trying to go for one of the gaps in the line.
Attention!
Go!
Cette position est à nous!
Préparez-vous, soldats. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de zone. Feu!
Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres, mettez-vous en position!
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Okay, never mind. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Attendez les ordres, commandement vous êtes en position!
Back up, back up. At least we know where the defenses are. I took out one. There's another and there's another. Okay. Yeah, pull back.
Attention! On avance!
Doesn't matter how many men you have, they all die.
Chargez l'artillerie.
Alright, the other three guns are... The other three batteries are ready. Let's see. Thankfully, everything... The guns reload faster thanks to that ability I got.
Coordonnées pour le barrage. Pilonnez cette position. Équipe, prête. Établissez le barrage. Commencez le barrage. Préparez-vous, soldats. Préparez un barrage total. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Rechargez
Flatten
pour un
it.
barrage de zone. Chargez l'artillerie. Pilonnez cette position.
Okay, both of the MGs are gone. Now we just wait, and then I call in my artillery on the trenches so my guys can get close.
On a de nouveaux ordres! En colonne!
Unfortunately, I wish this game had a thing like Total War where I could click and drag where I want the guys to stand. It doesn't do that. You just click an area and they walk that way. Really wish it had something similar to Total War where I could have them line up, but oh well. Alright, when all the guns are reloaded, I'm going to pound this entire position. They might do it, Flippo, if people ask. Like, if enough people say, hey, can we have something like Total War where the guys can line up and take formations?
Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage.
So I want this to be...
Équipe, prête. Établissez le barrage. Commencez le barrage. Préparez-vous, préparez un barrage. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Préparez-vous pour le barrage cible. Chargez l'artillerie. Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Établissez les positions. Pilonnez cette position.
Attendez les ordres. Tenez-vous prêts.
Go.
On tient cette position.
Go, go, go. Like I said before, they didn't have to animate the guns firing, but I love it.
Attention!
Halt! Halt. We wait. That was the starting barrage. Now we wait. We used it as a cover to advance. Now we're going to wait, and then we'll call in another one. I have the supply for it, so... Alright. Again!
Équipe, vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Commencez le barrage. Préparez-vous, soldats. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Préparez-vous pour le barrage.
I want every trench flattened and everyone in it blown apart. Fire! Feu! Go, 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 go! Okay, let's do this right.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Attendez les ordres. Sur une ligne.
Attendez les ordres. En position de tir.
Tenez-vous prêts. En position de tir. Attention. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Attention. En position de tir. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Get in the trench. Go, go.
On peut pas gagner.
Tenez-vous sur la ligne.
Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous à tirer.
On rend les armes, soldats.
Mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres en position.
Tenez-vous prêts. Attention, sur la ligne.
Attention, en position de tir.
Will you guys quit milling around and actually get in the trenches? I gave y'all direct orders of where to go. Quit running around.
Attendez les ordres.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Yeah, this is another thing they need to fix. You give commands on where they need to go, and they just keep bumping into each other. Like they're blind.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les ordres.
On rend les armes, soldats.
Préparez-vous à tirer.
Attention.
For Pete's sake. Go.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Hey, Holt, how you doing? So, yes, just like before, we're about to take this position, and just like before, they're going to launch a counterattack at us.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Tenez-vous prêts.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Attendez les ordres. En position de tir.
Attention, mettez-vous en
Sur cette
position.
position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir. Attendez les ordres.
See if I can't spread some guys out. That we can at least... Oh, well, here they come. They didn't waste any time. It's actually kind of impressive how quick they responded. I hate it, but at the same time, I'm impressed. Yeah, that's a lot of dudes.
Welcome to Astaria, gentlemen.
I will not lie. Your chances of survival are small. Yep. Welcome to Rethel, gentlemen. I will not lie. Your chances of survival are very small. Run through that. God, how many men did I just kill with that barrage? Yep, I'll take a thought. Maybe conscripts make for good artillery bait. Yep, they do. But again, it's like you said, it also hurts morale when they die, so... Anyway, I need to get some more men up here.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Levez le drapeau blanc.
Au rapport.
Levez le drapeau blanc.
Levez le drapeau blanc.
Oh, hello. They're actually launching a direct attack on us. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to divert some artillery.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage.
Yeah, they're actually launching a direct attack on us.
On a nos cibles. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Préparez un barrage total. Pilonnez cette position. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Établissez les positions. Rechargez pour un barrage.
Sorry, guys. This is gonna hurt, but I need to buy time.
Établissez le barrage. On a nos cibles.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Speaking of time, get over there. Get in those trenches.
Attention. Cette position est à nous.
Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Baissez les armes.
Baissez les armes.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Serrez les rangs.
Baissez les armes.
On peut pas gagner.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On y va.
Go, go, go. We need to retake that position.
Allez, on accélère. En marche. On avance.
Why? Why are they throwing their guys at me like this? Oh, hi.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Redirect.
Formation
Stop them.
d'escarmouche. Feu à volonté.
Stop them.
Chargez.
This is what warfare was like before the trenches.
On ne peut pas gagner.
Modern-esque rifles, just with guys standing around and taking shots at each other. Uh-oh. Those guys snuck through the line.
Attendez les ordres. Feu à volonté.
Go get them.
Attendez les ordres. Tenez-vous prêts.
All right,
On doit
move.
y aller.
Move, move, move. I need
Allez,
you
on
up here.
accélère. En ligne serrée. En marche. Feu.
Kill him, don't... Oh, nope, wrong guys.
On avance.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Will you
les armes,
commandement
idiots
de cette
move?
position.
Kill these guys. I don't want to lose the artillery. We need that.
On tient.
Now shoot them.
Feu.
Why are you guys not shooting?
On tient cette position. Choisissez vos cibles.
Okay, this might be a bug. They are not shooting them.
On doit tenir cette position. Feu à volonté.
Now shoot. Thank you.
Attention. Choisissez vos cibles.
That was a weird bug.
Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous à tirer.
On a de nouveaux
Sur la
ordres.
ligne.
All right, get in
En
position.
position de tir.
Attention. Mettez-vous en position.
Okay, so that's a bug I might have to report. Is that if the enemy's attacking artillery, your guys won't shoot at them.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Attendez les ordres. On doit tenir cette position.
Attention. Sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les ordres.
Let's jump in the trenches and get these positions straightened out.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Tenez-vous
Sur
prêts.
ligne.
Okay. Position secured.
On a de nouveaux
You
ordres.
guys get in that position unless they try something like that again.
Renfort, prêt.
Same thing here. I'll put some guys in this trench too. Meanwhile, we're probably just gonna go ahead and
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
I've got enough supplies and enough space, so
Renfort,
On est arrivé.
renfort,
On attend les ordres.
we'll make a second attack force and we'll go take this position. Machine gun was destroyed, so
Attention. Rassemblez-vous. Allez, on accélère.
Let's go.
Tenir cette position. En ligne serrée. En marche. On avance. On y va.
let's see if they just let me have it.
Allez. On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir.
Attendez les ordres. Le commandement veut cette
Préparez-vous à
position.
tirer.
Tenez-vous
Le
prêts.
commandement veut cette position.
Mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Tenez-vous prêts. Mettez-vous en position. Attention. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Attention. Allez, on accélère. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
I'm actually a little surprised. They're
ligne.
just gonna let me take it. Well, they didn't have a lot of men. I probably wiped out most of them. All right, well, we'll take this position too. Thanks. Please and thank you.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
All right, let's check to see if they've still got points left, so there are probably some guys in these trenches.
En position de tir.
Unless they're all in the command trench. Well, one way to find out.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
All right. Prepare a grand barrage. Every artillery piece I got.
Feu. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
If you can hit it, hit it.
Rechargez pour un barrage de l'artillerie. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Établissez les positions. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. On a nos cibles. Équipe prête. Établissez le barrage. Feu.
Let him have it. There may be nothing in there, but I'm still going to fire anyway.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
All right, let's go. Let's check it out. Move.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position. Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Oh, yeah, okay. Looks like they've abandoned the entire area. Either that or they have no men left. Oh, there's their artillery. Let's deal with that.
Allez, on accélère.
We knock that out and take the command trench, and it's a grand victory. But first, we need to knock out the artillery, which they didn't use once.
On a de nouveaux ordres. De la volonté.
Just throw grenades at it.
En marche.
There we go. Oh, yeah, that was the last of their thing. Most of the guys must be in the command trench now. All right, take it.
Sur une ligne.
Now, for those who don't know, in the game and in real life, the command trench is basically the headquarters. If the command trench is raided, that's usually where all the officers, like the high-ranking officers are. If the command trench is raided, that's not good. Usually a lot of people die.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir.
Cette position est à nous.
Got it. Yeah, now we just take the point. We basically win. Hey, Scruffy, how you doing? So yeah, so to explain a little bit more about, since this is a history stream, let me explain how battles at World War I basically work. The idea is simple. Gain ground. That's it, just like any conflict. Gain ground. The problem was gaining ground when there's basically a huge swath of land where everything dies in it. That was really hard. So, depending on like where you were or what kind of weapon or equipment you had access to, you might try different things. You might try a week, days or even a week-long artillery bombardment to suppress and knock out the enemy. You may attack with tanks or old tanks. If you're the Germans, you might try you might make stormtrooper groups, or sorry, stormtrooping, which are basically men, young men, in the peak of physical fitness, wearing early-grade body armor and armed with pistols, knives, clubs, grenades, anything they could get their hands on. A sweep! We have pushed back the enemy and taken ground. The people back home will see this as a success, which hopefully will press upon them the need to see this war through until we've achieved our final victory. There There we go. A great victory. And as I said, a great victory knocks a star out of an area. So by doing that, we've crippled that area, and if we attack again, we can basically take the area, which I might do, because that'll get the enemy to focus on us. Yay! Bet that hurt your morale, didn't it? Well, guess what? It's about to get a lot worse. Let's see. We will have to attack with a smaller force, but that's okay. We can make this work. We have 2 core. Not a lot, but we can make do with it. Yeah, a major victory. Let's go. These guys basically have almost nothing to work with. Then again, neither do we, but I just want to take the position. We'll give it back up if they want it, but I mainly want to take it and do damage. It'll pull attention away from other parts of the front. Again, in World War I, even if the attack made no sense strategically, sometimes it needed to be made so it could pull attention away from other sectors. Wow, this is a new one. Alright. Alright, so there's 4 areas to defend in this one. Interesting. Well, like I said, I'm mainly here to go on the offensive, so... I'll get some trenches set up. Mostly just minor stuff. Because with that artillery where it is, I have the whole map covered. So if they do try something, we can stop them. Hop.
On est arrivé, on attend les ordres.
Renfort prêt.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Now, this is only 2 cores, so we don't have a lot of men to burn here. If I fuck up, then we're in trouble.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Renfort prêt. On est arrivé, on attend les ordres.
All right, let's go. Yeah, one does not wage war to get rid of war. Jean Jaurès, French politician and pacifist. I'm betting a lot of people got mad at him when the war started. Okay. Well. Same thing as before. We're going to have to blast this area with artillery.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Tir de barrage ordonné.
Hold on. We need to see what's in there. We need to see where everything is first.
On doit tenir cette position.
Let's take a look.
On doit y aller.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Pilonnez cette position. Chargez l'artillerie. Rechargez pour le tir de barrage.
Just in case. Oh shit, they're actually coming to fight. Back it up, back it up. Back up. That's a new one. I've never known them. They're, well, they might be counterattacking because they know they can't win a straight-up fight. Bold. To quote Count Dooku, brave, but foolish. And they're all dead. All dead. Alright, let's try that again, shall we?
Allez, on accélère.
See if I can get a better look.
En marche. Attention, on avance. On y va.
Alright, pull back, pull back, pull back.
On tient cette position.
Okay, well, at least I know where everything is, so...
Établissez les positions.
Need to knock out that MG first.
Préparez un barrage total. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Cible. Préparez-vous, soldats. Ordre de tir de barrage donné. Feu. Préparez-vous à recevoir les instructions de position.
Oh! Look at that, they're making another attack. Why? For some reason in this game, stormtroopers are just flamethrowers going by the description. Well, yeah, again, the term Sturmtruppen is just a title. It's literally given to individuals who specialize in trench clearing. So, yeah. And stormtroopers are normally depicted with flamethrowers in media anyway, because that was one of their preferred weapons. So, makes sense.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On doit tenir cette position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Cette position est à nous. On a de nouveaux ordres. On doit tenir cette position.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Alright, same as before. We have to time this just right.
Chargez l'artillerie. Rechargez pour un barrage de barrage. Établissez les positions. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Prêt. Tir de barrage. On a nos cibles. Préparez-vous.
This is just to hit stuff. I'm not trying to suppress them right now.
Attendez les ordres. Le commandement veut cette position. On tient. Serrez les rangs. On tient cette position.
Attention, on doit y aller.
Oh, shit! I just saw this on the radar. Jesus! Okay, we need to... Oh, wow. They are... Wow! Alright.
Attendez les ordres.
Change of plans, boys. Move to a different position.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Good God! Yeah, they're dead set on this, aren't they?
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
I mean, that's true, Fleppo, but historically, the stormtroopers literally did their stuff, like, under heavy artillery barrages, too. They would basically wait for the enemies to be suppressed and then jump them. Just storm the positions. They were scary, and people were always scared to death of them. As it says in the Sabaton song, strike at 0 hour with overwhelming firepower.
Attendez les ordres. On tient.
Chargez l'artillerie. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage.
Attention. Allez, on accélère, soldats.
Tenez-vous prêts. Chargez.
À couvert.
Ne les laissez pas prendre cette position. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Alright, we're gonna need... Yeah, we need to take these positions
Attention.
back. Go, go!
On se replie.
Good God, they're throwing everything into this.
Attendez les positions de tir.
Yeah, they knew they weren't gonna win a straight up fight.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Alright, well,
Cette position est à nous.
I'm still gonna take this position from you.
C'est perdu.
On dirait qu'on arrive à faire
On arrive à faire la bataille, on dirait.
Oh, what the fuck? There's still people here. Clear them out. Go!
Établissez les positions. Pilonnez cette
On ne peut
position.
pas gagner.
Préparez un barrage. Commencez le barrage.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer. Mettez-vous en position. Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Ordre de tir de
Tirez
barrage
avec
donné.
toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les
barrage.
ordres de tir. Position.
Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On tient cette position de tir. Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
On doit tenir cette
Attention,
position.
on avance.
Tenez-vous
Cette
prêts.
position
est à nous.
Attention,
On
le
se
commandement veut cette position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Dispersez-vous. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Okay, we got this position. Good.
Attendez les ordres. On y va. Tenez-vous prêts, préparez-vous à tirer.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Attention. On doit y aller. Chargez. Alors pliez-vous.
On a de nouveaux
Ah,
ordres.
damn it, they've taken all the trenches.
Attendez les ordres. Accélère.
Yeah, they've taken my position, so I can't attack them.
Repliez-vous.
Which is weird because, so let me get this straight. When I take the enemy positions, my guys can't turn around to engage, but when they jump into my trench, no, they can totally face the other way and shoot me. Okay, sure.
Attention.
All right, hold on.
Allez, on accélère.
Let's go over there and grab it. We need to at least hold on to this position.
Tenez-vous prêts. En marche. Attention. On tient. On tient cette position. On a de nouveaux
All right,
ordres.
we're at least going to hold on to it.
Renfort, renfort. On a de nouveaux ordres. On y va.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Yeah, just stay there. Stay behind the house and retake the position.
Attendez les ordres. Cette position est à nous.
Hey, thanks for revealing yourself for me.
Préparez-vous pour le barrage.
Flatten it.
Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Préparez-vous, soldats. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
Trying to take my territory from me? I don't think so. Okay, well, we've contained this attack they made, and they've only got 2 units left, one in that trench and one there. I've only got a few, like 2 more reinforcements to call on, but we've got the artillery advantage, so I can just keep firing away until we basically win. Speaking of which,
Chargez l'artillerie, tirez avec toute la barrage.
Fire!
On a nos cibles. Équipe, prêt. Chargez les obus légers. Préparez-vous.
I want those conscripts and anyone in those trenches annihilated.
On doit tenir cette position. Attention, en position de tir.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On doit tenir cette position. Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Tenez-vous prêts.
Le commandement veut cette position. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Allez, mettez-vous en position.
Attention. Sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position. Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Huh. Looks like they threw everything into that attack and didn't realize that I could flank them. Which I'm doing now, so... Sucks to be you guys. Oh, by the way, thanks for leaving your artillery back here. I'll take good care of it, I promise. Though, it's probably going to come back in worse shape than you remember. You know, French driving and all that.
Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Another position taken. That leaves the command area and this one. Come on, one more. There we go. Right. That's it then. Not much left for them to work with. Move.
On tient. On tient cette position. Cette position est à nous. Compagnie,
Wait.
halte.
Oh, shit. Yeah, good thing I did that. Pull back.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
It was too easy.
Préparez un barrage avec toute l'artillerie. Ordre de tir de barrage donné.
Yeah, I know our supply's depleted. I've been dropping everything in the kitchen sink on them.
Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Why can't you take over the leftover artillery? Like, if they leave it, why not use it? Well, good question, but I think it's because if that was the case, I think, one, not only would that make the game very unbalanced, because that basically means if you were playing the game right, you could seize multiple things of artillery, but not to mention, remember, artillery is expensive. When would you ever have, like, let's say you want to deploy 10 heavy artillery batteries. That's a third of the max amount of guys you can deploy. And that'd be 900 points. When are you ever going to need that much? I agree with you, though. We should be able to capture stuff, but, I don't know.
Équipe prête. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Préparez-vous, soldats, pour un barrage de
Blast that thing.
les ordres de tir. Commencez le barrage. Chargez les obus légers.
MG destroyed. Move in.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez, préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Les ordres, le commandement de cette position.
Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Tenez-vous prêts. En position de tir.
Attendez les ordres. Sur la ligne.
Attention, sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir.
Tenez-vous prêts. On tient. En position de tir. Attention.
Let's go. Move.
On tient cette position.
Once we take this, we can sweep down and finish off what's left. Oh, I did? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's the birthday thing. Sorry, Jacket. This game came out today, and I'm a big history guy, so I wanted to play the new World War I game. Oh, there's a new map. Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to look into that. All right, we've secured that.
Préparez-vous à tirer. Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Complicated? Yeah. All right, once we take this, it's simple as... Wait, actually, we could probably take this now. Hold on. Because the machine guns can't spin around. If they're facing in one angle, we can surround it.
On doit tenir cette position.
Or, not surround, we can flank it. So if there is a machine gun here, we can wipe it out. I don't see one. Oh, well, I see dudes. Okay, well, thanks guys for revealing yourself. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Should've just put your hands up and surrendered. Now I'm gonna blast you into oblivion. Hey Blazer, what's up? Good God, how long is your range?
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Commencez le barrage.
Attention, sur la ligne.
Attention, mettez-vous en position.
Go, 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 go. While they're suppressed, move. Get in there. Command trench taken. Yeah, I love it. Like, my guys can't turn around in the trench and fire backwards, but these guys can. Unless this is a level 2 trench. It might be.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Anyway. Alright, boys. Take it. Time for a trench raid. Meanwhile, we've secured everything up here, so let's move. Pretty sure I'm not fighting the British. I think there would be massive, massive political implications if I was. I think they would hate me for that. Well, the British would hate the French more than they already do. The British and the French are natural enemies.
En marche! On avance!
Yeah, what is it? The British and the French are natural enemies, like England and Scots, like the Germans and the French, like Scotsmen and Scots.
On doit y aller! Attendez les ordres! Préparez-vous à tirer! Feu! Mettez-vous en position!
Oh, that's it. Yes, well, I'm playing as the Allied Nations. It's World War I. So it's the British. So right now it's the British, the French, the Canadians, and the Indians. There we go. A great victory. And that was the last star. So region captured. It's mine now. Unfortunately, there's one small problem. See, when you take the territory, you're going to have to defend it. And the problem with defending territory is it's a lot easier to, you know, defend territory that's got a lot of defenses in it. This does not. So, yay. We've completed the hard task and moved the front line by a significant amount. Not really. When success is measured in inches, a victory of miles is worthy of high praise. So yeah, we moved the line. Now, I need to transfer some men over there because that is going to become a target. Let's see, who do I have?
Attendez les ordres. Position confirmée.
We'll transfer this elite French unit over there. Alright, do I have anything else I can spare? No, not really. Well, that's not true. I could transfer another infantry corps. Yeah, we'll transfer, transfer these guys over. There we go. Okay. That's it for my turn. Hey! Spying on my shit! Alright. They're coming back. But this time I reinforced. So they said it's likely to be a stalemate. Alright, we'll see. Alright, see ya, Jacket. Have a good one. Congrats, you can be attacked 4 times a turn now. I know, isn't it great? Anyway. We need to hold here. If we lose this position, not only are we giving up an area that I've heavily reinforced, but we're basically opening it up for, well, again, it's not like they can easily flank everything, but it is opening up a flanking route, so I need to hold the position here. They could easily throw guys through here, so I need to hold. Alright. Oh, God, those woods. So, if it were me, I would move my guys over this bridge and through these trees. Because not only does it lead right to the objective, but until you come out of the trees, the enemy can't see you. So, that in mind, I'm going to angle my trenches slightly. That way we can cover all approaches. Now, the good news is there are some hills that we can use, but the problem is that the hills are really close to no man's land, so I'd be exposing myself. Not to mention, if the river's frozen, I think. Is it? I can't tell. But if they can cross the water, they'll just come right into the woods, and they'll get the jump on my trenches, so for now, I'm just going to play really defensively. I'm going to connect all these. Don't freak out. And this will probably be the last battle for the night, and then so we're going to fast forward through a lot of it, but I got to get the defenses set up first. Because this is going to be bad. Again, we're not heavily outnumbered, but we're outnumbered enough that that unless it was like a miracle or something, it's going to be a stalemate. We're not going to achieve like an overwhelming victory here. The best thing we can do is bleed them. Yes. The standard World War I tactic. Attrition. Bleed your enemies white. Let me slap down another trench here. All right. Set some MGs up. Watch the water and the bridges. Also want to watch the woods. Because, like I said, they're going to try something through the woods. There we go. Something in my eye. All right. Now have enough artillery to cover all, cover the whole flank, or to cover the whole front. There we go. Don't have enough for a barrage balloon, so let's just start deploying dudes.
Renfort, prêt. Au rapport.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
On est arrivé. Renfort, on attend les ordres. Renfort, au rapport.
On arrive après le bataille, on dirait.
On dirait qu'on arrive après la bataille.
Au rapport.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Au rapport.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Renfort, au rapport. Renfort, prêt.
Renfort, au rapport.
And like before, we'll just deploy forces wherever they're needed. Actually, I just realized. This position is awfully exposed. There we go. Now it's not.
Au rapport.
Okay, let's go. Obviously, the greater the length of a war, the likely it is to become the number. The higher is likely to be the number of casualties in it on either side. Douglas Haig, British Field Marshal, and overall commander of the BEF, if I remember correctly. All right, come and get me, assholes. Let's see what you got. The center here is the weak point. These areas are not connected. And that's where I would attack, is right here. Attack and sweep in if you could. But that's why I put guys over here and put up some machine guns to stop that. I don't see... Oh, it's right there. Okay, well, we can make that...
Chargez l'artillerie. Établissez les positions. Établissez le barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie.
Fire!
Équipe, prête. Préparez un barrage total. On a nos cibles.
Make that barrage balloon go away.
Soldats, préparez-vous pour le barrage. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres. Barrage de position. Chargez l'artillerie. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Commencez le barrage.
Granted, it won't do a lot of good. Because they're still good. Like, the AI, even if you knock out the barrage balloons, the AI will will keep in mind where everything was. Yeah, it probably will cost me over here, but again... Oh, you mean over here? Yeah, probably. But we'll see how this goes. Oh! I hear MGs. Oh, wow. You guys are just... Yeah, I knew they'd come charging across the river. Wow, you guys are just hurling yourselves at me. All right. How many men did they just lose? Jesus. Well. Figures they'd attack the linchpin position. You gonna try that again? Please knock that out of the sky. How the heck is it so hard to take out a balloon? Whatever. Alright, since that attack didn't... Oh, yeah, here they come again. And this time they're coming right at the linchpin position. Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to let you. Wait, hold with that last one. Actually, no, I take that back. Fire! Wait, hold on. You can't walk out of the map like that. It's bullshit. I can't even attack you. Look at them. Just walking outside the map. You cheating assholes. Fine, you want to play that game? I can play that game too. Die. All of you. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! They literally just walked around everything. Cheating assholes. Get the fuck out of my command trench. Alright, so much for the right flanks. Yeah, I'm gonna need to call in everything on this one.
Établissez le barrage. Commencez le barrage. Établissez les positions. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Équipe, prêt. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Préparez-vous, soldats. Feu. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
But we pushed them back. They can't have many more reserves left. Oh, I think they've got a lot left, actually. All right, out of the command trench. I need your guns up there. Go, go, go. We need guns on the line.
Marche rapide, tenez-vous prêts. Mettez-vous en position. Attention, préparez-vous sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Pull you guys. Oh, shit. Move, go, go, go. Come on. I need men on the line. Here they come again.
Chargez l'artillerie. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Établissez les positions. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Établissez le barrage. Cible.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Un barrage total. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de position.
Good grief. No, what's going on, Blazer, is that they breached this point, so that's where they're focusing all of their energy is on this opening they made. Problem is, I keep pushing them back with artillery, but they keep trying. They're also throwing conscripts at me, not veterans or actual, like, trained infantry. These are just conscripts. They might actually break through over here, though. No, don't get out of the trench! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? I hope y'all saw that, too. That guy just started flying. German conscript, yes. The German conscript has reached its final evolution. It can fly now.
Attention! C'est trop! Retraite!
Attention!
On a de nouveaux ordres!
We need to kill them so I can call in reinforcements. Okay, we're good. I need men, now.
Renfort au rapport. On arrive après la bataille, on dirait. On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir.
Yeah, I know our supply is severely depleted. Do you know how many men have died?
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur une ligne.
Tenez-vous prêts. En position de tir.
Go, go, go. Come on. No, fuck you. Come get me. Try it again. Also, I love how it's like, oh, they're gonna hold their ground and wait for us. No, they're not. That means they'll attack again. Oh, hey, look, I see you over there.
Chargez l'artillerie. Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Barrage.
Poor conscripts out in the middle of the open. Yep, here they come. Another attack. Why are you guys crawling faster than you run? Up. Yeah, there's a suppression barrage. Too little too late, though. Anyway, and here we see the German conscript. New young men, young boys or old men given weapons with no training. They sometimes band together for safety. Unfortunately, banding together makes them a vulnerable target for the French heavy artillery. Let's watch.
Tirez avec toute l'artillerie.
Oh dear. And there they go. Okay, so probably what's happened is either they're holding their ground because they've used up too many resources. However, see, the thing is, that's a them problem.
On a nos cibles. Préparez-vous, soldats. Barrage total. Pilonnez cette position. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres du barrage.
Oh yeah, that got their attention. That I just kicked the hornet's nest. Uh-oh. I literally just kicked the hornet's nest. What have I done? Why are you guys just standing there? Okay, bye. Yep, that's probably what happened, Blazers. I dropped artillery on them, and they scrambled out of the trenches. Unfortunately, if they do try to make another attack, I don't have enough supplies for another full bombardment, so we're going to wait. That does mean basically staring at the screen for like 2.5 minutes, but who knows? They might try something else. And again, I could attack them, but I'm not going to risk it, because the AI is smart. It knows when to count its losses. And even though they've got tons of men left, me counterattacking would be stupid. I can't absorb those losses. They can. Also, thank you for clipping that, Fleppo. I'm going to post that on Twitter afterwards. Which, by the way, if you're new here and you don't know, you can get a link to my Discord, the Forest of Memories. Hit ! Discord in the chat. You can get a link there. You put in ! social, you'll get a link to my Twitter. Follow me there so you can have an update of what's going on and when I'm going to be doing stuff. And also, if you like what I do and you want to see more of my videos, hit ! YouTube and you'll get a link to our VOD channel where you can see all of the previous streams that I've done. I've been streaming for about a year now, and we've got some really cool VODs posted. All right, thanks, Fleppo. I appreciate that. Oh, social. Just hold on, I got you. There you go. Let's see. Not much longer. Yeah, they basically dug in. They're not going to risk it. But if they're not going to, why not?
Préparez-vous, établissez le barrage. Pilonnez cette position.
Well, if there was any one of those trenches, they're probably dead now. Well, that was well fought, actually. If these trenches stick around to the next time we're here, I can make this defense better. But yeah, that actually worked. I don't know how many guys the machine guns killed. I'm kind of surprised they didn't attack the other line, because, like, they had the manpower to launch 2 attacks, but they only focused on this area. Maybe they thought they could break through. But they didn't! So, best historical command is, yeah, don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. Yes, that was said by Israel Putnam at Bunker Hill, because there wasn't enough ammunition for the Continentals, or for the Minutemen, so he's like, wait till they get close so you can guarantee a hit. Anyway, enemy ceasefire. Battles in the war won by inches, not miles. I should also mention, Yeah, that's definitely a major victory. I killed 14,000 people. So, I should mention, in this game, this is where they'd be playing some really cool music that came out around during the time of the war. But unfortunately, some of it's copyright, apparently. So I'm actually in streamer mode. But for example, if you were looking at the results screen or looking at the options, you might hear Johnny Get Your Gun, which is a song from World War I. Or, well, there's one song I'm sure everyone's heard. Over there, send the word, spread the word over there. Tell them the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming. The drums drumming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer. Send the word, spread the word to beware. But we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over. Over there. Yeah, apparently that's copyright, even though the song's over a century old. Yeah, and Fleppin's right. They also play Gloria for the Central Powers on repeat, which is also copyright. I don't know why. Anyway, that's a major victory. We cost them a ton of money for that, and we also knocked off a ton of national will. Worth it. And with that, it is now March of 1915. Spies everywhere. Yeah, that actually was happening. German spies started getting bad in March. So, Women for Peace. Several thousand women formed a demonstration asking for peace outside the German Reichstag. Similar movements were happening all over the world. As the war moved on, however, the quest for peace was overshadowed by the fear that Germany was facing a potential threat to its survival. And that's our thing. So, yeah, that's what we're going to call it. I'm going to go ahead and save right here. So this will be... There we go. So, yeah. Anyway. That's all for this history stream. Y'all hold up. We are going to raid somebody. And before we go, I want to show you guys some stuff you can do here. There is a skirmish mode. There's multiplayer. But there's also historical battles. You can actually look at the timeline here and pick a battle you want to play in. Second Battle of Ypres, the Battle of Champagne, the Battle of Verdun, Battle of the Somme, Second Battle of Passchendaele, and the Battle of Cantigny. Don't know how you say that. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. I hope you all enjoyed yourself on this history stream. There will be more of this because I love this game. And yeah, don't go anywhere. We are going to raid somebody. Let me see who is available for us to raid. Let's see. Who do we have? And big thank you to everyone who showed up tonight, newcomers. And is there a battle against them? That's World War II, Blazer. This is World War I. Anyway, let's see. Who's available to say hi to tonight? Yeah, it's a bit early. Though it should be noted that Angry Mustache Man was in World War I, and he actually got gassed. He was actually a victim of I think it was mustard or chlorine gas. I don't know which one it was. Anyway, no problem, Red Mage, but let's see who we can raid. Y'all stick around. I've told y'all before, it's really cool to share support to other VTubers, so who is available to say hi to tonight? Let's see. How about... You know what? Let's go say hi to, let's see, to Mechamera. Let's see. Let me get this set up. Again, I'd like to raid smaller VTubers, so... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, she's, huh. Weird. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother her. She's in the middle of she's like, I'm looking at her eyes. She's like hyper-focused on RimWorld. Let me find someone else. Oh, you know what? Let's go say hi to Morphe Galaxia. Morphe's really cool. Morphe's one of those cool VTubers. So let's go say hi to her. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. All right. Let's get this raid started. As always, I've been Zaruk Rencaller. It's been a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you. I love all of you guys, and remember, the memories you make in life good and bad, make you who you are. Don't trade them for anything. All right, see you guys tomorrow for more Warhammer 40k Demon Hunters, and don't forget, Zara reveal tomorrow. Hope to see you all there. Love you guys. Bye-bye.